Other men are ruining your chances with women, not women. Right now, women's walls are higher than ever. They are closed off to men, and that's why you're struggling dating. By the end, you'll realize who's really to blame. In this video, I'll show you why. So I'm in my 40s, my name is Jason, and I've been dating, I don't know, since high school. And I had very few girlfriends in high school. I was never good with women. In my 20s, I thought I was cooler than I probably was. I did my best, but early on, I had platonic women friends. And I was not good at dating. I was very insecure. I am embarrassed of things I did, but I do always remember that I had more friends who were women that I liked over men. And that's because with women, I feel like I could open up. I'm emotional, I'm sensitive, and I like talking about different things than like a bunch of dudes like to talk about, I guess. And women would open up to me. And I didn't realize it back then, but I should have been asking them for more advice on how, or just like look at the situation. Because what I noticed in my 30s, I started dating a lot when Tinder came out. And I was just really killing it on there, getting dates. And sometimes they were just one night stands. Sometimes I dated them for a few weeks, few months. I fell in love once on this, but I went through a lot of people trying to figure out what I was looking for. And a lot of those women were great. And I learned so much from those dates. And it was interesting because I did a few things differently this time instead of in my 20s. And a lot of it was pretty simple, just listening. But what happens when you listen is people start telling you more personal things, and you build a trust with these people, like with your dates. And I was building trust with a lot of people, even if it was just a casual relationship. I do feel like a lot of these people, these women that I met, when we decided like not to see each other anymore, most of it was very, I feel like we left better than we started, because we both kind of had like a moment. And even if it was short-lived, it was good. And a lot of times, the only reason I know this is because they tell me. They'd like to tell me like, I'm really appreciate you and stuff like that. And I was the same. But I was wondering why it felt kind of easy for me. Like people would come over, and I know my dog had a lot to do with it, but I was just building trust faster and faster and faster on every date. And I was very honest with like what I was looking for. I was vulnerable and all this other stuff. And they go, "You are a breath of fresh air." I go, why? Like I had friends, close friends, who were struggling on Tinder. And they're like, "I can't get a date," or ghost me, or the dates never go well, or this and that. And then women, a lot of my friends, they would come to me and be like, "Jason, I went on this date with this guy, and it was okay. He was really nice and everything, but I just didn't feel anything, or just kind of, I don't know, I can tell it's just, we're not a match." And what I would do is I'd be like, "Oh, well, just say like, thank you, you appreciate them, give them like, say things nice about them. And then just say, unfortunately, I just don't see this going anywhere," or whatever. And then, be like, "But I'm glad I met you, and this and that, and I wish you well." I know I appreciate that. It stings. Obviously, no one likes to be rejected, but I appreciate it. And I just thank the person when that happens to me. Apparently, a lot of other men don't do that. A lot. And when I say a lot, I'm talking about like the majority of women I know, including family members, have told me what men have said to them, dating, friends, strangers, other family members. I have heard it all, including my mother. She's told me stories. Honestly, it was when I started seeing the texts and messages my friends were getting. My friends who are women, they were getting these nasty, insecure texts from men. That's when I saw the real issue here. When you hear this from women, you notice a pattern. The pattern is men. A lot of men. And I know, looking back in my 20s, I'm sure I've done a lot of stupid shit. And I'm embarrassed about it, but then I realized like, oh, I wasn't listening. I wasn't building trust. Honestly, I wasn't opening up. I know, looking back, I'm like, I was so closed off. I've had friends call me out on it all the time. I was closed off because I was sensitive. But when I had friends who were women that I could talk to, I just opened up more, and I felt comfortable opening up, and they opened up back to me. Some of the messages that my friends have shown me, and they're very similar. I'll just say the C word. That word has been thrown around a lot. I've had my friends been called fat. Some of them are uncomfortable with their bodies, and some of them aren't. But no one likes to hear that. And men, they look like babies. They look like insecure babies. I know in the past, I think I used to do pity parties. Like, don't you want someone to feel bad for me, for whatever. But I bring this up for a reason. If you're dating now and a woman has her walls up, which they're higher than ever, it's not necessarily you. If you're a nice guy and you're quiet or introverted and you think like, it's something about me, and like, why don't all women like me? It's because you are not approaching it the correct way, and you're not building trust. And when I say building trust, I'm not saying like building trust to get something. I'm saying you do it and you are opening yourself up and they're opening themselves up. And now, are you going to keep that trust or break it? And breaking it would be flipping on a dime and treating her mean. Like, are you that person? Are you someone with integrity in relationships and friendships and people you care about? And even if they hurt you, like, how do you handle that? Are you taking your own responsibility? I'm just bringing this up because I'm like, can you imagine? I know what it feels like to constantly see the same thing over and over again and blame myself. I know how it feels like to be constantly just seeing a pattern and thinking, oh, this is the way it is. So if you are a woman and constantly being like bombarded by men who want something from you, which is mostly just sex, or like, oh, I want to, love you and like whatever, constantly, and most of the interactions are not good, you're not going to trust anybody. You have to, if you're a good guy, you have to prove that you're not one of these other men. You see what I'm saying? You can't get mad at women for that. You got to get mad at the men that are doing that. Are you that person? Please don't be. If you're just a good guy and you mean well and you're constantly like, man, I can't get past the first date, that's because you're not in the interaction correctly. And that's because no one taught you that. When you grow up, no one teaches us this. No one teaches you how to be social. You learn it from family, from society, from pop culture, from friends around you who aren't all, they don't know either a lot of times. They learn from somewhere else. So you never taught this. You have to go out and like learn it. And sometimes it's trial and error. Sometimes it's like what your style is. Like if you're an introvert, you're moving differently than an extrovert. And no one's taught this. So we go through life and we make all these mistakes. And then you realize you have to take some of your own responsibility. And you have to just also be an open person and own who you are. That is attractive. But how do you react when you're rejected? I'm not going to get off the topic here, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not talking to the majority of the bad men out here. I'm talking to the people who are good and are caught in this crossfire. You do not have to stick up for the gender of man. Just be a good person. Don't worry about that other bullshit. So if you're a good guy and women are treating you coldly, they have a wall up, or you think they're being mean, they are assuming that you might be one of those other men. And how you handle that is gonna show her if she's right or wrong, okay? I don't know if that makes sense, but if you snap at someone and you're just mean back, you're like, well, I didn't like you anyway. I'm telling you, I've seen these texts. I didn't like you anyway. What do you mean you didn't like her anyways? You went on 3 dates with her and now you're mad. If you didn't like her, you wouldn't care. So are you gonna do that? Or are you gonna just be like, hey, I really appreciate you saying that, you know, and a lot of people don't do that, so thank you. And if someone's mean, don't take the bait. Still be nice. That's sad to me. That's where someone's at. But you know what? You won't be liked by everybody. And that's okay. But you don't have to treat people meanly. It looks bad. It looks bad on you. It looks insecure. It's unattractive. And then she's right. Yeah, you are that guy. I'm sorry getting like all heated up. This is just not me. I'm not like this. But it's just like, someone has to say it. And like, if you're struggling with this, it's probably only because there's a certain pattern of interaction that you can have with people. And if you are coming from a good place, it will work. And if it doesn't work, you are okay about that, you know? You're not like destroyed or bitter or whatever. And yeah, you're gonna get rejected and it's gonna sting a lot. But the best thing to do is own who you are, keep with integrity of how you want to treat people, and take rejection as it is. You don't have to be mean back. Whatever part you played in it, maybe you just played like misunderstood, so be it. Move on and try not to take an entire gender and judge everybody for each person. Everybody is different. You're different too. You're unique. Some people will love that. Some people will hate it. But the point is, you have to see where other people are coming from. And you have to listen. Listen, pay attention. Not try to just get something out of it. So here's the lesson. If you understand and listen to where women are coming from, and when you get rejected, even if they're mean, even if it hurts, take your own responsibility. Whatever happens, whatever, no matter how angry you are inside, no matter what, treat someone with dignity. It doesn't help throwing something back at someone, even if you want to, especially if you barely know them. You can say your piece, but really, really, really think about it. Really think about it. It's okay to be angry. You can say how you feel and not hurt someone, not say something hurtful on purpose. I mean, sometimes truth hurts, but if you are out there trying to take someone down, it will always backfire on you. And you will always look like the insecure one. Here's what you can do. Next time you go on a date or talking to someone socially, this will be easy for overthinkers, but imagine what a woman's life could be like, what they go through. If you are looking at someone and you think, oh, this person's hot or whatever, imagine you saying this at your age, in whatever age she's at. Imagine her hearing that ever since like she was a child. She's constantly getting weird attention. And it's probably a lot. So next time you meet a woman, remember that pretty much all women go through this. And this is something coming from me, and the only reason I know this is because other women have told me this. So just don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. There's so much to do to have good dates or whatever, but it's very easy to not be that guy. And it takes restraint. If someone's mean to you, it just takes restraint. But if you make her feel safe enough to lower her walls, don't screw it up, but take it what it is. You're someone who can be trusted. Just don't mess that up. Even if it doesn't go the way it's supposed to. Just ask yourself, are you blaming women for walls that she put up for men before you? It's not you, as long as you're a good person. I feel so weird saying this because this topic always just irritates me so much. This is why I feel like I'm doing this, because I just have to. Like, I have more friends who are women than men. So if I can help men be better around women, that would make me feel good. You know, because I want people to find love, and I don't want people to miss out because there's just this miscommunication. My whole life, it feels like miscommunication. That's why I'm like actively combating it. So anyways, follow or like or whatever. You know, I'm still new at this, so I'm having fun. I'm trying to have fun with it and trying to be more loose. But more stuff's coming.